Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys and Magic. This is Hunter and Shane. Say hello, Shane.
What's up, nerds?
We are back with another episode of Resolving the Stack. What is Resolving the Stack? Well, it's all things related to Magic the Gathering in the past week. So we just go ahead and just stack up the news, talk about it until it is over.
Resolves.
Resolves. Exactly. So this Resolving the Stack episode is for March 2nd, 2025 to March 8th, 2025. Not a lot of news this week, but still enough to talk about and make a video. So, Shane, first and foremost, the Tarkir Dragonstorm story has started. I know you don't really pay attention to the story very often, but usually this is kind of what they do. They give you the entire story of Tarkir Dragonstorm before they start showing us previews. So, preview season right around the corner. But we also get a chance to look at some very cool art. So, in order of the art here is from episode 1, which is kind of like the Dragon Lords, kind of just with their spirit dragons. Very cool.
This is a cool art, dude. Yeah. So this is gonna be a card. Is that what's right?
Yeah, pretty much all of the card arts that you see here are going to be a card. So
Nice.
very excited. Speaking of a card, this card art from episode 2, um, with a card itself, we actually got. It was Rally the Monastery. We can talk about this now. 3 and a white for an instant. It says this spell costs 2 less to cast if you've cast another spell this turn. You can choose one. You can create 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess, or up to 2 target creatures you control. Each get +2/+2 until end of turn, or destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Powerful effect
That's
for
pretty
2
good.
mana, but for 4 mana, not good. Which is why it's uncommon.
Yeah.
Also, this art from the card itself, very cool. Kind of a dragon storm happened while they were talking, and Elspeth, because like you can see, Elspeth's in the art. Elspeth and Narset kind of battled the dragon against. So rally the monastery. So all these monks and whatnot are fighting off the dragon. Pretty cool.
I like that. I like that monk just suplexing it on the head right now.
I got him. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Very excited. Um, Here's another art from episode 3. Episode 3 was pretty iconic, in my opinion. You've got this art with Hedrons, which
Oh.
Elspeth was like, why is there Hedrons in Tarkir? I thought they were
Yeah.
only on
Why?
Zendikar.
Yeah.
And like Narset kind of alluded to, oh, this is what Ugin did when Ugin went away.
Uh,
So the
okay.
Hedrons are from Ugin. Also, unfortunately, no art from the kind of thing I'm about to talk about, but part of episode 3 of the story, a Johnny is back.
I thought Johnny was like dead.
A Johnny was completed back in the War of Phyrexia. If you remember, he was
Yeah.
a
Dead.
bad guy.
Yeah.
Then he was banished, and then he just kind of, they fixed the oil or whatever.
Hmm.
Uncompleted people.
Gotta fix that oil. Yep. Got it.
Yeah, and then
They just
Johnny just kind of just,
retconned him.
it just kind of just like went off on his own, was like, I don't want to do this
I'm
anymore.
ashamed.
So now he's back. So we might get a Johnny card in this set, which wasn't expecting
You're
that in
super
Tarkir.
excited. That's
Yes,
like
the
your
Johnny is
favorite.
my favorite,
Yeah.
100%.
That's
And
cool.
then this next final art from episode 3, also kind of a cool thing that took place. Uh, Elspeth and Sarkhan kind of fought, and this is Narset saying, "Stop fighting."
That's
So
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really cool art. This is gonna be pretty sweet set, I think.
Hmm.
I see more. Is those more hedrons? You think right there?
Yeah.
Teepees or pyramids or something?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a big part of the story. Ugin
That's cool.
might be coming back soon, so who knows?
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. But moving on to some other news in the Magic the Gathering scene. This kind of was touched on by the community a little bit, but Brian Kibler, Hall of Famer for the Magic the Gathering community, you maybe have seen him because you guys follow us for EDH. Commander at Home. You guys may have seen him there. But he had his opinions on the current state of Standard and made a video about that. A lot of people kind of know Brian Kibler's just YouTube channel that is not Commander at Home as just like Hearthstone. So
Yeah.
he had to address that of like, hey, I'm also a pretty famous Magic player, which he is. And us being in North County of San Diego County, We have interacted with Brian Kibler many times at our local
Yeah.
game store. Very cool
Hmm.
guy back when he was living here. Um, but yeah, he basically said Monsters Rage up to Beanstalk, get him out of standard. Um,
I would tend to agree. I think a lot of people would.
yeah, I think so too. Very good points. Monstrous Rage just having a kind of Monstrous Rage is more than just a combat spell
Yeah.
because it's a finisher in a lot of cases, and it gets past blockers, which traditionally
Really good
Brian was
point. Yeah.
saying is most mono red kind of aggro. The way to beat that is you put blockers in front of them, and then they can't get
Exactly.
past it. Well, Monstrous
Yeah.
Rage just says, "Don't care about your blocker, take some damage."
Yeah.
So,
It's a very very good card. It just does too much stuff.
and then up the beanstalk, Brian made a very good point as well, as I think it would be more balanced if Up the Beanstalk got rid of when it enters, you also draw a card. Because at that point, if you play Up the Beanstalk, it's card value, obviously, for whatever spell you play, you're going to be just drawing cards. But because you are replacing the card itself with that card, if an opponent uses removal on this card, you are still up one card.
Yeah.
So, great points.
It's just such a good valued card. I think it's just unfortunate right now because standard is a lot of good things have those. He made the point of alternate cast costs, and it's crazy because you can get something that's cheap but has a big CMC, which then triggers this. So
Yeah. Because
I think
he was saying he
yeah,
loves those impending creatures from
yeah,
Dustmourne. Design
yeah,
space,
me too.
very cool.
Really cool cards.
But up the beanstalk, it's just like okay, you just stable card draw on every card you play.
Yeah, it's just
So
unfortunate. I think that it's like the time that this card is living in is just unfortunate because it might not have been that bad of a card if you were having to actually cast 5 or greater. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But yeah,
but ironically, both are uncommons from Wilds of
yeah,
Eldraine.
yeah.
So pretty
It was
powerful
good.
set. Seems crazy that every time we go back to Eldraine, we just have cards that just break the format. So here we are.
Here we are.
But yeah, that's kind of all the Magic news. Let's go ahead and move on to the community spotlight. It is the section that we go ahead and shine a light on the community over on the subreddit of Magic the Gathering and just kind of talk about what people are talking about. This first one comes from user Pawnee. Their mother made a quilt playmat for them.
It's very cozy.
A lot of people thought this was pretty cool. Ironically, people were like, I don't like how you've got a bunch of fantasy themes and Iron Man and a bunch of other things, but I guess nowadays, because it's Magic the Gathering, it all makes sense.
I was gonna say, what do you mean? Yeah, this is perfect. This is a great representation of magic in the current day.
Yeah. But
That
like you
might be
said,
unfortunate, but it's true.
very cozy little
I
quilted
do
playmat.
feel like it's weird. Like the why I like playmats is it makes everything really easy to like move and like grab. And I just for some reason this feels like I'd be playing on a bed, and this doesn't seem like it'd be that ergonomic or nice. I don't know. It seems weird.
I don't know. It's cool, I guess. It's cool. Comment down below. Let us know what you guys think of this. Moving on though. Hey, look at this. We got another one of these. This comes from
Jeez.
user aggressive lie 7599. They completely altered another EDH deck. I mean, we saw it from another person a while back, but this one specifically is just all Calvin and Hobbes. It is straight up just all altered to Calvin and Hobbes. It's Toothy Imaginary Friend and Pure Imaginative Rascal, which pretty clever.
Pretty on theme, yeah.
But every single one of their cards is an altar, including the tokens.
That's a lot of work. This all looks hand drawn like this.
Yeah,
I
all of
feel
it.
like this should take like a year, like years.
I do not know how long it took. I
This
unfortunately
is
didn't see that,
crazy.
but this is a very dedicated amount of work to alter every one of your cards, all 100 cards for
Yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes.
Like this better be a deck you play all the time. I feel like the amount like Hunter, you have so many decks and that just feels weird. Like I could never see you having a deck like this. Just because you have so many.
Yeah,
This has to be your baby.
I don't think I would do that. But
This is crazy.
to each their own. I think it's a very
Yeah.
cool thing, though.
It looks amazing. Looks really good. Came out really good.
And the final community spotlight we are going over is from user Electronic Unit 3102. They made a banana token
Yo,
for Kibo.
for Kibo.
Yeah.
That is oddly specific again.
They have a Kibo deck, obviously, that makes banana tokens. It's like the only thing that ever makes banana tokens. Here you
Yeah.
go. It's a banana that you can say, I have this many of these tokens with the little
That's
thumb
pretty
wheel and then
funny.
reminder text of what the banana does.
Yeah, but now you can't give them to your opponents, but whatever.
It's chucked at them.
Yeah, so you gotta make a bunch of these and just throw them at all your friends.
Just,
Have a
you get a
banana.
banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Wow.
But yeah, that is it. That is the entire resolving the stack. Quick, short, to the point. Comment down below what you guys thought of this news from the week. Always interested to hear your guys' opinions on this. Also, in the description, you'll find links to all of our social media accounts. Follow us on those as well to keep up to date with everything else that we got going on. Hit the like button. Don't forget that. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And yeah, on the screen right now, those are all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your added support. It really does mean the world to us. If you guys wanted to check out what they are seeing, which is not here on YouTube, please check the link in the description below and consider subscribing. And a very special shout out to all of our Gains Indestructible tier, starting with Daryl Tripp,
Marion Turner,
Doc Jerome,
Jimmy Ward,
Kevo,
Larry Killian,
Robert Myatt,
Thrifty PSGR,
Tim K.
and Ryder Cole.
You guys are awesome. Appreciate all of your support. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bye-bye.